This is Math 10 A&W with Mr. Sandhu. We are in chapter 4.1, and this is example 2 of 4.1 on page 178. The question that we're dealing with here is as follows. Sver was painting a road with heated tar during a hot summer day. He noticed that the external temperature of the tar was 48 degrees Celsius. What was this in degrees Fahrenheit? So we have a question where they've provided Celsius, and we are trying to find out what that is in Fahrenheit. So in the first question we did in 4.1, in example 1, we had Fahrenheit and we were turning this into Celsius. So we use this formula here. All we did was take the formula and drop in our value of 42, and then we just crunched these numbers, and we found out at the end what the equivalent amount was in Celsius. Well, we're doing the same thing. The only difference here is we have Celsius this time and we're trying to find Fahrenheit. Now this formula looks quite similar to the previous formula. The previous formula was degrees Celsius is 5/9 of the Fahrenheit value, subtract 32. Now they look quite similar, but they're not the same. You can see that the 5/9 and the 9/5, they're reciprocals. And you can see that there's an addition of 32 and then there's a subtraction of 32 taking place here. You can also see that the Celsius formula has brackets around this. That's critical to getting the right answer. In this case, you would do this subtraction first. Once you have dropped in a value for Fahrenheit, let's just say it's 20, all right? You would do the subtraction first and then you would multiply by 5/9. Now in this formula, that's not how it works. In this formula, you drop in something for Celsius, you do the multiplication, and then you add the 32. So it's a little bit different order because there's no brackets. Be very mindful of that and you should get the right answer. So let's take a look at what that looks like here. Let's take the formula and write the raw formula down. Fahrenheit, let's do that in the right color here. Fahrenheit equals 9/5 Celsius plus 32. Let's drop in our amount of 48 degrees Celsius where it belongs in here. So Fahrenheit equals 9/5 of 48 plus 32. Let's keep crunching this down. Okay, let's do the multiplication first because according to BEDMAS or order of operations, we should do multiplication before we do addition. So 9/5 times 48, let's just simply take out our calculator. 9 divided by 5 equals, and then take that amount, so we convert it to decimal, and then multiply by 48. There we go, 86.4. Bring down the plus 32. So therefore, the last operation is to add these two together. Add in the 32 to our answer, 118.4. And make sure you put degrees Fahrenheit. In this case, with these questions, you must put the units down, degrees Fahrenheit or degrees Celsius based on what the question is asking. All right. So there we have it. That's quite easy to do as long as you remember that the Celsius formula has a different order of operations. The Celsius formula, you have to do what's in the bracket first, and then, so you do that first, and then you do this multiplication second. And in this case, you would do the multiplication first, and then do the addition second. All right, thank you very much. Have a good evening.